Take a long time to go live.
What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? Tell us what y'all thinking. Give me the remote. I'm trying to see. Where's my anime? What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Where's my anime? Where's my anime? Where's my anime? What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? Tell us what y'all thinking. Yo, chill, it's right here. Where's my anime? Where's my anime? What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Where's my anime? Y'all ready for this? Tell us what y'all thinking. What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Yo, chill, it's right here. What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Where's my anime? What it do? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? What y'all thinking? Where's my anime? Where's my anime? What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? Tell us what y'all thinking. Y'all ready for this? Tell us what y'all thinking. Yo, chill, it's right here. What's going on? Just tell me what it is. Fry, what it do? Tell us what y'all thinking.
What's going on, world? What's going on, world? Episode 61 of Where's My Anime? We're live on Facebook, YouTube, Twitch, and X tonight. We got No Face, No Case, Jay Sama, Fry the Manga Guy, and of course me, the interview antagonist of anime. What's going on with y'all today?
Oh, you know, another week. That's about it.
Here you
What's
on
going on? What's going on?
Got a short list of anime tonight. Usually we got at least 4 shows to talk about. Today we only got 2. Gonna be talking about Demons of the Shadow Realm and gonna be talking about Invincible. Is there anything else before we get into that y'all wanted to bring up and talk about, or?
Not really. I mean, I think I talked to both of you guys before, but like The Boys, Daredevil, it's fucking awesome. Both of them this season. So if you guys haven't watched it, go out there and watch it. It's not our usual topic, of course, but mostly just talk about anime. But both of those are very good, and I highly recommend them.
That's facts. Which jogs my memory. I meant to ask y'all this way before. So we talk about anime, and Netflix is doing this whole little thing where it's like, let's make anime into real people. We all the way caught up with Sakamoto Days, and Sakamoto Days coming out with a live action. Do we probably want to spin that up and talk about that too, or?
I fucking hate the live action fucking anime shit. Most of them are terrible. There's been one good one, and that was flipping One Piece.
You didn't watch Avatar? Avatar,
of course, you would say One Piece is the one good one.
Yeah,
it's the only one I found that was. It's not good.
What? You didn't like the what? Why not?
They butchered Sokka, in my opinion.
Did they change it?
I'm not a huge fan of some of those changes. Like, I haven't seen the newest one with Toph. But yeah, it's so far the live actions. Like, I remember watching the Death Note live action.
Yes, terrible.
And holy crap, was that bad?
They changed a lot. It definitely
that
could have just made up their own shit. They didn't have to be like, hey, this is a recreation of Death Note or.
Dude, that was utter trash. It was so trash.
Hey, what's going on, Mitch from Subway? Right now we just talking about live action. Anime's turning live actions. So like Sakamoto Days, that just dropped. If you ever watched Sakamoto Days, if you haven't, definitely go watch that. For I was saying, One Piece was a great live action. Somehow he's never seen the Avatar, or he's hating on the Avatar more rather, which is pretty crazy. It did a great job, especially from the first one that we got. Like, this is such a better version.
Just because it's better doesn't make it good.
Just because it's better, it doesn't make it good.
Yeah, it can still be bad. Because it can't get much worse than the M. Night Shyamalan live action Avatar. Like, that was horrendous.
It most definitely was. Definitely was. I don't think it's bad, man. Is it to the T? No, it's not. I mean, I'm surprised you even said that for One Piece, because for One Piece, like, one moment that I didn't understand was, why didn't Luffy go fucking ape shit on Toby right before he left? Because that was an important moment, and they cut that out. Like, I know, like, why they would cut it out, but like, that was still an important moment for both of them. Well, why cut that out?
I don't know.
There just be little stuff like that. At least to me, there'll be little.
I mean, that's
like
how
that.
all live actions are. Like, I mean, why cut out anything they cut out? So
there's a live action Sword Art Online.
No, he's saying, do you think they'll make one?
Oh, do I think they'll make one? I mean, they definitely could. I mean, it's virtual reality. Depends
I don't
on how they
know.
play
I
it.
think the love of Sword Art Online has gone away. I don't think that will get turned. It's not like that. I've heard a lot. Like, there's a lot of hate for Sword Art Online. So
I wouldn't be surprised. I do need to go catch up. I guess it depends on how they do it. Like,
I did see the new Sword Art Online game. It doesn't look bad.
I've seen that. Yeah, I've seen that. Yeah.
I will agree on that one.
But, yeah. Oh, I will say though, also for you and Jay, Chainsaw, well, for everybody, shit. The Chainsaw movie, how you pronounce that? The Rise arc. That's gonna be on Netflix on the 30th. So we can watch that and talk about that. And then next Saturday,
I might watch it.
You might watch it. What you mean?
Man, fuck these movies, man. Like,
it's on Crunchyroll, bro. We good.
I know, man. I know, man. I'm saying, but how long did it take to get on Crunchyroll, man? Like, they could have just put it on Crunchyroll like a couple months after it got out of the theaters, dude. You're killing me with it.
I mean,
it is what it is, man.
At least they didn't release.
Mitch from Subway says it's good.
I heard it's amazing. I've heard nothing. I've
I've
seen
heard
nothing
I've
but
heard good
things.
things, so I'm
Yeah.
excited to watch it.
Most definitely.
I mean, I loved the first season of Chainsaw Man, so hopefully the movie will be good too.
I think I need to finish rewatching that. But yeah.
Music with the colors.
Thank you. Also, the 2nd of May, we get the special episode for My Hero Academia. So, granted, that's a Saturday, sadly. So that's right after we do this. So unless we do like how we did last week, I think that was, where we do it on Saturday to talk about 3 things instead of 4, one at a time.
I don't know. I'll be okay with talking about it as long as it's good. If it's not any good, I don't want to talk about it.
I don't think that's how reviews work.
I'll if it's not good, I'm going to pretend it never came out, because My Hero's ending was fucking phenomenally done, and I don't. Yeah, if something comes out and it's terrible, I don't want to talk about it.
Well, when you say ending,
the whole series ending was dope, man. Like, in my opinion, like, don't shit need to change about it, man. Alternate ending, that's cool, but like the way they ended the series, man.
Like, if it's an interesting thing, I'll be like, okay, it'll be kind of cool to chat about it. But if it's not any good, that thing's getting dumped out of my brain immediately.
I don't think they will release something that I do them wrong. Like, I'm looking forward to see what
they release an episode of My Hero Vigilantes every fucking week. They will release something just to get people to watch it. They don't care if it's good or not. So,
I mean, but that just, like, especially for whatever studio this is, the studio and the creator of My Hero, like that just, it wouldn't look good on them, especially as a closing. Like nah, like, I would hope and I would think that they would like to have a double high note that they end on, and not a teeter-totter.
I hope so, yeah. It's not always what happens.
Hey, that's why I said hope. Hope goes both ways, sadly. But if y'all don't have anything else, man, we get into this list of shows today.
Nah, Mitch, I think we all watch ours on like official sites, actually.
We ain't about to dry snitch on live. What you doing, man? We watch our stuff on Crunch. I don't even want to talk about where we watch it, because we ain't getting sponsored by that shit. We watch anime.
That's fair. Yeah. All right, let's what are we starting with? Yeah,
we are starting with Demons of the Shadow Realm, Season 1, Episode 2, Right and Left, and Episode 3, Dira and Hannah. So, what do you think about these 2 episodes, Fry?
I mean, personally, I like both of them. With Right and Left, we get a little bit more action. It starts off obviously right after the first episode. So we now got left and right, or right and left, however you want to say it, doing their thing. The main character has no idea what's going on, which I find kind of hilarious. So he's just kind of like, what? And then he gets informed by whatever I forget what that dude's name is. But is that what it was? I don't know. Anyways, whoever his name was, he, is like, we're gonna do this, and basically the main character is just like, okay. But you get to see him like fight on his own while he sends Right and Left like off to go do stuff. Yeah. And it's obvious like he's smart about it. Like even the lady dude he fought or whatever, they even mentioned.
That's a chick. Talking about the one with the chomp thing, right?
Yeah.
I hope I'm pretty sure it's a chick.
I don't think so. I think it's a dude. But anyways, it doesn't matter. They even make a comment to his sister about it, like after they're trying to get out of the village or whatever.
Yeah. Like
talks about how smart he was with it, where they hit him in specific locations so he can't move quickly or run away. Like they're like yeah,
See,
it was a good little moment. Showed his accuracy, showed he was good in combat at least.
yeah,
And then out of these two, I really did enjoy episode 3, even though nothing like major, I guess, really happens. You get a lot of info in that episode. It's a lot
yeah,
of lore dumping. I was talking to Dap about this, where you're getting a lot of information, but you're not getting really any context with it. So it feels like you're kind of learning about the world alongside the main character, who is also obviously completely confused and has no idea what's going on. So there's a lot of like stuff about this family and that family, but you're like, I don't have any context. Who are the good guys? Who are the bad guys? Are there good
that
guys and
part.
bad guys? Is everybody just in the gray? Like that's all you really have. Um, and then you get the funny moment. Love the part where the main character's coming out of the bathroom and he's like, "Wash my hands, turn off the light," and then he goes to like dry his hands, and then he's like, "No." So that cracked me the fuck up. It was a good little funny moment. And then of course there at the end we get like a little serious moment too, where we get to see somebody using their daemon to hunt down a stalker.
Yes.
So that
Yeah,
was
yeah,
cool.
yeah.
Creepy but cool. So I'm very curious. Like, also before I go on to that, something I thought was really neat is even though this main character doesn't really know anything and he's basically just going off on the information that's being given to him by somebody he trusts, they do also make it obvious that he doesn't fully trust this guy.
Yeah.
Where he's like, we're going to use him so that we have this information, but he makes it very obvious though that they're basically taking everything he says with like a grain of salt. It shows, like, to me, that shows that the main character is at least quite thoughtful on like what's going on. Like he's obviously been lied to most of his life with the information we get from the 3rd episode. So instead of just breaking down from that or just taking whatever information he's giving as the truth, he is now questioning basically everything he's told, and that makes him, at least to me, a more interesting character. It shows that we could actually see some really neat, like, how to phrase this, like really neat like interactions with the various characters, where we might be seeing like some fucking double crosses coming. Hell, we might have like double agent, triple agent fucking shit where it's like, oh, you thought I was on your side, but I'm not on your side.
Yeah.
But we'll see. Like, it's so far, like I'm impressed. Like, I'm a little biased because this is created by the guy who made Full Metal Alchemist. So, but that also makes me a little bit of a harder, or like, I'm judging this off of Full Metal Alchemist. Like, if the quality drops on this, I'm probably gonna hate on it like 2 times as hard as I would if it was just a random author. Because to me, the guy who made this, he already has the experience. Like, you should be able to make another good one.
I mean, you're not wrong. You're not wrong. Maybe, I mean, this could be some experimental. They just, want to see how it worked and see how the public will accept it. And that's just the finished product.
We'll see.
Most definitely will. I'm liking it so far. What about you, Jay? How'd you like these 2 episodes?
I'm liking it, man. Episode 2, and I mean, Fry went over a bunch of information, but I kind of also like how the tone shifted with the main character's sister. Like, episode 1, I think it was episode 1. Could have been the end of episode 1, but they kind of came in guns blazing and didn't really know what the hell was going on as far as what her objective was and what she was trying to do, other than get her brother. But then, like, episode 2, man, like, you kind of saw even the chick with the munch fruit, or daemon. You kind of seen her be vulnerable and be like, kind of had that conversation with his sister, like, well, we know he's alive. You saw him, and it kind of gave you a moment where, like, okay, so are they are they right for trying to go in there and blow up that fucking, little
Yep.
hidden city in the mountain or whatever? Or, it kind of puts you, questioning all the events that's going on, right? And then
Mhm.
I like the left and right Damons. They're cool. I like how the main character, they really leaned into the fact that he's oblivious to the civilization outside of his village that he was in the mountains. So I like it, man. I enjoyed episode 2. Episode 3, man, um was a little slower pace in the beginning. I didn't make it all the way through it, but yeah, man, you know, for right now, it's a good anime. I haven't watched Full Metal, but yeah, we'll see. We'll see where this one goes.
I'll watch it. Full
And I
Metal.
haven't I
That's
haven't
wild.
watched Full Metal. I haven't watched Full Metal, not because I don't like it or I wasn't interested in it. I kind of just missed the wave on it, and I think I was watching other shit like Bleach. So at some point, I'm gonna go back and watch it.
Yeah, that's why you missed the wave because you were too busy playing in Tainted Waters, man. Go get out there and watch Full Metal already, man.
I
You
mean,
got
to
us.
be fair, man. Well. Listen. Let's back up. To be fair, even back then, man, like I missed two of the big three. Like I missed watching Naruto and I missed One Piece as well. But now I'm all caught up, so I'll go back and check out Full Metal. That's not a problem.
I know you're good for it. uh, episode 2, man, I liked it. I mean, I like 2 and 3. I like 2. Like Fry was saying earlier, like when we get to see we get to see him. I wouldn't say it was necessarily combat, but we got to see him, ready to fight and attack. I wouldn't necessarily say it was combat, but I like
True.
how
I like they attacked back.
didn't get a chance to. Which,
Yeah.
man, it's good. Like and they expressed it. I was like, yeah, he was merciless in his attacks, merciless and deliberate. And I was like, okay, cool. So I like to see that. And I think that was episode 2 as well, where we get told that his sister has Asa. She has the break.
No, that's episode 3.
That was 3. Okay.
Yeah.
She has the break ability, and he has the seal ability, which
Well,
also
no,
like
he can have the seal ability.
he can.
Something. So them being born as these
Night and day
special
siblings.
twins or whatever
Yeah.
allows them to have those abilities, but they have to apparently get them. How they get them, we're not told.
Hmm.
But because his sister got the break or decay or whatever it was called,
Shouldn't have break. Yeah.
something like that. He, I guess, can only get the sealing one because of that, because she already got the other one. How she got it, I have no idea. It hasn't told us anything like that. So
I mean, we haven't seen humans do anything with powers yet so far, anyway. So that'll already be an interesting aspect once they introduce that. Right now, I don't know why when you were talking about it, I was like, man, this is like Jujutsu Kaisen, but like, yeah, it's like in a way like Jujutsu, like how you just running around with his Shimigami and shit, kind of like that kind of thing. But there's more people with daemons, or everyone. No, it's more people with daemons.
well, yeah, it seems like the daemons are more like a contract. Like how you do it, I don't really know. But like some people can just make a contract, or maybe it's passed down in your family or something, and that allows you to do a contract because like how to do it because of that. But the power stuff seems to be only with the twins. I mean, I might be wrong. Like obviously we're 3 episodes deep. It's like we don't got a lot of info yet. But so far it seems like the only reason you can get powers is if you're one of these like special twins.
I mean, we will definitely see. But I mean, that's also an interesting point too, because I'll just have to say Chomp Chomp Girl too. Like when they talked about her and her daemon, like apparently her daemon is one that doesn't take masters easily. So like the daemon actually chose her as his master.
Well, it said that it doesn't take orders very well, and if it doesn't like the orders, apparently it will turn on the master. That's what it was.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was like, ooh, I wouldn't want that thing to turn on me.
Yeah. So we know that at least there's, I guess you could say, a mutual agreement on both the Damon and the Damon trainer, Damon master, whatever.
I mean, that's how left and right call him. So then they call him master, but maybe that's just their version. With the chompers or whatever, it seemed pretty happy with its master, for lack of a better term, right now.
Yeah.
Because I think I saw it at one point, like, didn't it, like, when it was like in a small form, kind of like nuzzle up to the guy at one point?
Pretty sure that's a girl. I think it was resting on his head, like while she was on the stretcher and shit. Like, it definitely stayed by her. Like, it wasn't like trying to go off and do whatever. Which I can't wait to see how they unfold the rest of that stuff. Because that's still episode 3 too. So go back to episode 2. Get to see you in a little bit of action. Get to see Asa do what I guess is the break technique or whatever. Bro, we see Granny with whatever her daemon is, and I guess she's the one that conjured up the fake Asa that was behind the cage this whole time to manipulate Yuri. Like, I do like how there's so many different moving pieces that, like, it gives you information, but at the same time, it's like
there's just no context for it.
Yeah, like you still gotta go back to it.
Like the granny or whatever, when you see like her daemon or power or whatever it is, like honestly, when it does, like they did like the red eye like zoom in thing on her when she was in the cage at one point, like that makes it seem ominous. So like, is she gonna be a bad guy? Was he basically like controlled? Like obviously he was controlled, but are they? I'm talking about the main character.
My bad.
But like, how is Granny going to be? You know, maybe it'll end up being one of those things where, like, to her, it's a good reason. Like, oh, we did this only because of these things or whatever. Yeah. So again, like, we have all this information, but we don't have any context for the information so far. So because of that, it's just everything we're saying is just theories and rumors and, oh, this could be it. But I mean, that's what makes it kind of fun. Like, I don't know where it's gonna go. Like, when you have this many moving pieces, like, it also makes it hard for like somebody like me to kind of guess where you're gonna go. Because there's foreshadowing and stuff like that, but with so much information, foreshadowing can go to different pieces. Like, I could be like, oh, it could be this, it could be that.
Yeah, it's wild, man. It gives you a lot. Because even when they left the village, like she started putting the seal back up, so they're back undercover. Nobody can go into the village. Nobody can see the village. Back to how it was, so to speak, before the attack. And D-Real was like, you ain't got no reason to go back to the village. Like, if you go back to the village, the same people that try to come get you, they're just gonna come back and hurt the people in the village again. And also, you ain't got no reason to go back to the village. Like, you want to go get your sister, she's out here in the world. Your mom, your dad, out there in the world, they're not at the village. There's no reason to go back to the village. But we know they're gonna have to go back to the village. Either that or the village is gonna come after them. So I like that little aspect of it too.
Well, I mean, those guys work for the village. So as of right now, like,
who works for the village? Talking about Dira?
Yeah.
No, he's a traveling merchant. He takes stuff from.
No. He's from a family that are the people who, like that's the reason he knew how to get into that village. Was it's passed down because his family are the ones who stay out in the real world to support the village. He works for the village. Like, he takes orders from the grandmother.
Did he take orders from the grandma?
Yes. Like, that's another thing. Like, right now, the main character is essentially still in the clutches of the village. Like the reason he was saying you don't have to go back is they can come and break in whenever they want. They've proven that.
Yeah.
So that's the reason he's staying out in the real world or the modern day world, whatever you want to call it, because it's harder to find a needle in a haystack than it is going to the place you knew where it was in the first place.
I mean, that and people getting killed, and all that's left is like some women.
Honestly,
kids.
it doesn't seem like that really matters to them. Like, yeah, that sucks, and they're sad about that. But the main thing is keeping him out of this other family's clutches. But they don't tell us why. Like, we don't really know what's going on. My big theory, because they say a couple of times they mention like a singular like male character on the other side. I'm assuming that's going to probably be the twins' father in some type of position of power after all this time has moved on. And I'm guessing most likely the mother's dead.
What was this, episode 2 or episode 3 where they brought it
Episode
up?
3. Well, episode 2, at the end of episode 2, when the sister and their whatever person are on the bench waiting to get like picked up or whatever.
Yeah.
The person who's like laying down, they make a comment about, oh, he's not going to like this or something of that sort.
Yeah, the big boss. Yeah, gotcha.
So there's obviously somebody who's in charge that they're following. I'm guessing that's probably the father, is my guess. I don't know for sure, but that's the guess I have right now. Because we have no mention of the mother, and it's obvious that the sister was hurt at one point with, her seeming to miss a fucking eye. My guess is that most likely the mother is dead. Why she's dead, I don't know. Like, obviously, we don't have that information. She might not be dead, but this is all guesswork and again, foreshadowing, like stuff I'm seeing. And then they seem to be after him, and obviously the sister is after him because that's her brother and she cares for him, blah, 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 all that shit. But I'm not sure if that's going to be the actual reason for the organization that they work for.
Facts.
And then, of course, there's the village, who right now, their motivations could go either way. It could be for good reasons. It could be for horrible reasons. We have no clue.
Yeah.
And he is still in their clutches. So right now, the people we've met who work for the village seem to be kind. Like, they seem to be kind to people who, are just trying to do what they think is right and all that type of stuff. But again, like, we don't know.
That is facts. Hopefully we find out even more, with probably even more mystery in episode 4, because episode 3, we get a huge lore dump. Then too, we find out that there's different kinds of daemons. You got gods, and you got people running around being either heroes or criminals with their daemons. What else? I want to know what this whole daemon trainer thing is that Dura, I guess Hannah are. I think Hannah's one too. I want to know what that's about. It makes it seem like he's about to go to a school.
Well, I don't think either of them are trainers. Like, again, it's just obvious that they work for the village, so they know about daemons. And they talk about how some people are born with the ability to see them.
Yeah.
And I'm guessing, of course, since they come from this family that obviously has a connection to the village, like, maybe that means their family members have a higher chance of having that ability to see daemons. But I mean, think about the dude who was the merchant or whatever. Like, he doesn't, like, there's multiple times having a daemon would have been incredibly helpful to him, and yet we never see one. But he can obviously see them. So, and then I think Left called the girl when they meet her, since she was able to see the daemons right away. She says she calls her a seer, I think.
I don't remember that. I was actually about to correct myself. I think they might have said retainer, not trainer. Damon retainer.
Well, that's what they call the main character. Like it seems to be if somebody makes a contract or however that works. Again, the reason I keep calling it a contract is just how left and right seems to work, where they seem to do like some type of contract basically. But so when you do that contract or however that part works, then it seems like you become a retainer of the daemons or demon. I hate that they call them daemons. But it is what it is, you know. Like it's whatever. We'll get more information. Like I can't wait. Like I'm pumped for the next episode. When it drops, I'm definitely watching it.
Yeah, most definitely. I'm most definitely looking forward to next. I mean, shit. Just from I don't know, vigilante, public service. I don't know, whatever the guy was that had his daemon pretend to be his customer look-alike running down the hallway.
It then eats the fucking stalker.
Yeah, just traps him in a elevator. And dude walks up to him. It's like, I got you now. It's like, don't get any closer. You gonna step into my domain. They just start taking him out. Well, not taking. He ends up eating them. I was like, well, damn. Okay, cool. Then we gonna see some shit like that. Now, I thought he was gonna kill the girl that opened up the elevator. When he opened the elevator, his daemon came flying past her, and it reached back out to go grab the knife and eat the knife. And then he asked her if he could see her. Like, shh. I was like, okay, so we got different aspects. I'm assuming we're gonna see him later on, since they're showing him already, and he has no ties that we know of as of yet with the rest of the cast we got introduced to.
Again, I think he's going to be probably part of the same group that the sisters are part of, and I'm betting that that's probably how they get along and probably get funding in the modern world. Is they use their daemons to do like these type of jobs or something of that sort.
Yeah,
because he makes it seem like he had a job from her.
Yeah,
one who was worried about the stalker and everything. So we'll see.
Yep. I will add too, since it came to my mind. Did you notice that old girl with the chomper thing? Like she might as well just be like female Edge. She got the red jacket. The hairstyle is just a little bit off, but it still looks very much like Ed's hairstyle.
I mean, the main character is a carbon copy of Ed.
You think so? I don't see it.
100% he is. His eye color is the only difference, and him not having long hair. That is literally a carbon copy.
I would have said more owl. I think old girl looks more like Ed, especially with the big ass red trench coat jacket with the logo on the back. Like that was Ed all through. Especially, I mean,
obviously he has to pop in, his work in there.
Yeah, most definitely. I expect it. I don't look at too many characters and I'd be like, oh yeah, you look like. I'm just enjoying this for what it is. But
all right. Well, what you want to rate them?
I'll give episode 2 a 7, and I'll give 3 a 7.5.
I think 7 sounds good for me, so like I'll go with 7 with you. But I liked 3 quite a bit. Like the information we got, the funny moments, I thought it was very well done.
That's what I'm going to bring up.
So I think it brings it up to an 8 for me. I really enjoyed 3.
Yeah. Also, that was another good funny moment from episode 2 when was it Right? Yeah, when Wright went to go save the people of the village. Oh,
and the kid literally passed out immediately.
Yeah. And he's like, man, this is getting disappointing. Why does everybody keep passing out? I'm just trying to save them.
I would have loved if he was like, man, these people are rude.
Yeah. That was a good little moment. But all right.
Sadly, Jay's dropped off, so I guess we'll have to get his ratings later.
I'm pretty sure he gave it a 10. I think he said that before he left out. I was like, man, that's crazy. But hey, man, I appreciate you looking out. But let's go ahead and get into the next show. We're talking about Invincible Season 4, Episode 7, and Do Not Do Anything Rash, and Episode 8. Do Not Leave Me Hanging Here. What you think about these, man? You're a big Invincible fan.
Dude, Season 4 was the closest I think you can get to a perfect season. From Episode 1 to Episode 8, I've had a blast. No episode have I gone, this is kind of boring, and been able to kind of blank out. I've been locked in from the moment it started to the end. And Episode 7 and Episode 8 continue it going. Episode 7, we finally get the confrontation with what's his name? Thrag?
Sounds about right, yeah.
Yeah, Thrag. And
Crazy.
the hype for him
was
real. Like, holy shit. I was
real.
like, there's no way this guy's going to be as big of a badass as everyone has made him out to be.
I said the same.
And nope, I was wrong. He's as big of a badass as everybody made him out to be. He bitch slapped every person into fucking oblivion. Like,
Just about.
he didn't take one punch that phased him. Throughout his whole fight, there wasn't a single time that he got phased.
I think there might have been one that Nolan threw, but like it wasn't nothing like spectacular.
No,
But I think there might have been one.
I don't think there was.
But I mean, I will give you that though. Like, I think might be in all of anime, bro. Like that fucking punch that he did to fucking Nolan, where him just cocking back his arm built up enough fucking momentum and vacuum that fucking sucked Nolan in. I was like,
A character who has
Yo.
been shown to be able to get out of the force of a black hole, and yet that the wind pressure or whatever you want to call it
yeah,
pulled him in. Yeah.
like which
Yeah.
and as much as I like that, that's one thing that I do hate about Invincible, bro. The fucking power scaling is so fucking.
Dude, I have so many questions on Thrag. Like, his power doesn't make any sense with what we understand of how the powers work in Invincible so far, because like the way they try to explain away how powerful he is that he got special training. That's basically the only thing we get to explain how strong he is, and that's honestly bullshit. Like, there's no training that can make it where you can just take a punch better than him. like yeah, you can make it where you know to like recoil in a way where you don't take as much damage or whatever, but there's nothing that makes it where you can just stand there, take the punch, and just go, it hurts.
I mean,
like
it sounds hella kind of it sounds hella counterintuitive, because for somebody that's like, is Viltrumites or nothing, why the fuck are you not teaching your people how you're doing what you're doing? Also, if you want them to be such a higher race,
just killing everything.
No, why aren't you out there fucking making more Viltrumites? You should be the bloodline, since you're the one fucking this strong. Like, you should be the one out there doing the shit, not your fucking minions. Like
100%.
There's lots of things. Yeah,
there's a lot of things like I'm hoping that they'll expand on in the next season to try to make how strong he is make sense. Because honestly, it just doesn't. It doesn't make sense at all. Like, one of the things, a friend of mine, when we were talking, Viltrumites are supposed to, of course, get stronger the older they get. The thing is, Thaddeus is older than Thrag.
Yeah.
And yet, Thrag was able to bitch slap Thaddeus like he was nothing.
Yeah, that was crazy. I didn't think he was going to go out that quick.
Yeah.
That was crazy.
So, like, again, the power scaling doesn't make a whole lot of sense. That is a negative I kind of have. But that's more like a nitpicky thing, story wise, like the way it gets told, like you don't care about it. The only reason it pops up into your brain is afterwards when you're trying to really like look at everything
I
and
noticed
go
that on the
over
spot,
it.
bro. I noticed that on the spot. I do it every time on the spot, bro. Because like
I,
there's so much shit that be happening. Because they'll use those moments as like wow factor moments, but like I'd be like, yeah, it looks cool. Yeah, it builds up the emotion and the hype that you want, but like it doesn't make sense. Like what I was talking about last time, we were talking about Mark fighting fucking Conquered. That shouldn't have been a thing at all. Like Conquered had that shit. Like that shouldn't have been a thing. But here we are, still looking at fucking Mark, bitching and whining and losing fights.
bitch didn't lose. He won. Against Conqueror, at least.
I mean, technically he didn't. Like, technically it was a draw because he was dead.
He
too.
lived.
Only because his dad and his
Doesn't
brother
matter.
patched him up.
Doesn't matter, motherfucker.
That's
He
the
won.
only reason
He lived.
why. There was nobody there to patch up Conquered. Oh, Conquest, my bad.
You can't patch him up. He was dead.
All he did was get choked out. Like, there's not another Vulturemite that would have had fucking iron lungs to fucking give him CPR and bring his ass back. They all go
that's
through
not
these
how it
fucking weird
He
ass
was dead.
Zenkai boosts.
You
Like,
can whine all
he was
day. He
done
was
already.
dead. Sorry.
Fuck Mark.
But overall, like the at least episode 7, I think was overwhelmingly good. Like, yes, there's some parts on it like I nitpick, like I've told you, but I love them, like them blowing up Viltrum or whatever the planet was called
That's another
was
moment.
also fucking weird.
Didn't make any sense. How you shoot a laser and you keeping up with a laser? They don't fly at fucking light speed. A laser is light. Like there's some stupid shit like that. Like,
Well,
what's the point of following the fucking laser?
I also want to say this: that laser has never gone light speed.
It's
Anyways,
a laser. It's a laser. It is.
You
light.
don't know what it
light
is.
is laser.
Like what are the blasters for fucking Star Wars?
Ain't that plasma?
It is plasma.
Shit.
Again, you don't know what the fucking space cowboy is doing, like, or space biker or whatever this stupid fucking name is.
One of us is
What?
Space Rider.
Whatever. I don't give a shit.
Obviously, you do. You better go down a rundown.
What the hell?
Is that me or is you?
I don't know. That was
Curse
weird.
you, AT&T.
But like again, like it's not. Honestly, I don't even know why they needed the laser. Because the laser
not wrong.
eventually, like at one point, it looks like it goes away and then it appears back up. But it doesn't really matter. They blew up the planet. It was cool as shit. Deal with it. Like I really enjoyed that whole part because it was cool to blow it up. I will say this. I was like, this is like after it all blows up before we watch the newest episode. I did go, okay, that's cool and everything, but that didn't do shit. like basically, you just pissed him off more. Like, I was like, I'm not really sure why this was such a good idea. I don't think this was a good idea. And then, of course, episode 8, yeah, like, basically all of episode 8 was like, you know that shit they did last episode? Yeah, it was a bad idea.
I mean, they said that from the jump, because I didn't think it was going to go that way. I thought Thaddeus was thinking, like, okay, all of the Vulturemites are about to go back to their home planet. Guess what's about to drop? That new Scourge 2.0 on your ass yet again.
Honestly,
that's what I thought
really
was going to
don't see
happen.
why Thaddeus didn't do that, because obviously we know at the end of episode 8 that Thaddeus' plan was to kill off all Viltrumites anyways. Like, he was going to kill Nolan and Mark and Oliver anyways.
Yeah.
So, like, why didn't he use that in the first place? But maybe he just, I don't know, maybe he wanted to pretend he was a good guy. Fuck if I know.
I mean, I would say he's not a good guy. He's just a hell of an extremist.
Dude, I don't know, man. Like I'm not saying, like, I don't understand the hatred for the Viltrumites. And obviously, like, their society is, I mean, they're willing to go commit genocide on a daily fucking basis. But, like, not like the people who are literally helping you and you have a plan to take them out definitely hurts you on the good guy level.
I mean,
in my opinion,
it does. Like honestly, like
because it doesn't seem like to me with the way his last words were. Sorry to cut you off and stuff, but the way his like last words were, it doesn't come off like use this in case Nolan and Mark become evil. It was more like use this, wipe out all Viltrumites. I don't give a shit about Mark and Nolan. Like that was basically
how it was further than that. Because he said it might affect the humans too, but as long as we get rid of the Viltrumites.
Yeah, that's fair. True. Yeah, like I mean, he was quite willing to kill off them as well.
Yeah.
So, yeah, not exactly and unfortunately, because of, Mark allowing them to stay on Earth, the Alliance or whatever they're fucking called might end up being our next bad guy.
I'm curious how that's gonna it's weird because Alan's the one that's like kind of spearheading it. So like it'll be weird seeing that come from Alan going to Mark and being like, hey, this is the only way. Scourge 2.0, take a sip. I'm curious on how that's going to play out. I mean, I'm even confused about like the whole. I forgot what the retaliation group's called, but like it's weird how so gun ho they are about genocide.
It's like you have to think these people have essentially, or these civilizations, have been on the forefront of this war for decades, centuries for some of these races. Like, to them, Viltrumites are genocide incarnate. Like, yeah, getting rid of, like, if they have to wipe out one fucking, population that isn't technically Viltrumites, but all Viltrumites will be gone, they don't, like, to them, that's a win. Like, and I get it. Like, I do understand it. Like, I know, like, you're like, I don't get why they're gung ho. I do get why they're gung ho. Like, when you've had that type of fucking power difference for as long as they have, where literally, like, because you have to think about it. Like, they haven't been on the offensive until they got Nolan and Mark. They have never, like, basically, like, they weren't even on the defensive. They basically were on a, if you see Viltrumites, run the fuck away. Like, that was all that they did. Like, they basically just tried to stay out of their way. So, to then have, like, this, this one-up on them, definitely... It makes sense why they're gung-ho, at least in my opinion. But thankfully, it doesn't seem like this council or whatever they're called know about the Scourge. It seems like only Alan does.
Yeah.
Alan and Nolan.
No, he doesn't know about it. It's just Alan.
No, it's Alan and Nolan.
No, he said Nolan didn't know about
it. He said Nolan did know about it. Like, that is literally in the message. And... there's a scene before they even go to Viltrum where Nolan sees it and gets really fucking angry at Thaddeus.
Yeah, actually not. Yeah, I forgot the episode where he did that shit. Yeah.
So yes, Nolan knows about it. So like, if we're gonna see, a confrontation, most likely it's gonna be Nolan and Alan first. I'm hoping. Alan basically is like, no, we're not going to do this shit. But that's where I'm thinking it probably isn't going to happen. Like, eventually, the Viltrumites blending in to human society is going to come out. Mark, obviously, is most likely going to tell Cecil. Or at least I would hope he would fucking tell Cecil.
But, I mean, does he need to, though? Like, that's another part that got me confused, too. Like, I'm mad that I called it and it was right. Like, at all the fucking illusion or moments he had. I knew that one where he was flying, that was gonna be the real one. But I'm like,
Well,
okay,
yeah.
cool, that's going on, but like y'all just got the fucking Voltramite alarm system set up or detection system set up. Y'all just did this shit. That's why you're leaving. That's why Nolan is leaving to go back and check on Oliver because the system got set up.
Yeah.
So people should know.
No, because the way the detection works is if somebody comes in from outside the solar system. See, the problem is they're already in the solar system. Like, that's what Thrag says. They've been there the whole time Nolan and Mark were there.
Man, that's part that pisses me off too, bro. Like, that's like some shitty writing. Like, we see this dude do some smart ass shit, like this shit right here. But this is also the same dude that was like, there's a scourge in our bloodline and in our ranks. Kill each other to cleanse ourselves of the purge. That was some of the stupidest shit. I wish the only survivors were the ones that was with Thaddeus. That would have been hilarious. That this didn't even make it this fucking far because you fucking took out all your own fucking stupid people on some fucking. I'm on some emotional shit. I just want to see bloodshed. Like that'd be some stupid shit going on in this goddamn show, man. Nah.
Honestly, like, it's stupid, but it's what makes sense in the regard, like, if they were, like, this is basically all the mistakes that the Viltrumites make seem to be based off of their culture. Yeah. If they didn't act this way, if they didn't choose to do these things because of the way they're brought up and the way they're thought to act, they would not lose. Like, they couldn't lose. So, how does, like, when you make somebody that strong, if you make a species that strong, you make them the fucking Nazis of fucking space, how do you have them lose? Well, you have them lose by making their culture be the weakness. So, is it stupid? It 100% is. Like, to me, as a leader, it doesn't make sense why you would do this when you just lost, what was it, like 90% of their fucking population?
Yes.
So, yes, that doesn't make sense as a leader. Does it make sense as a leader for this culture? Yes, it 100% does. It's just another show of strength, of fucking, like, I think it's supposed to also be part of, like, a send-off to their great leader by bathing him in blood for some stupid fucking reason. But again, it's just stupid to you and me. To their culture and their upbringing, it's not. To them, it's honorable and, I don't know, dignified, I guess. I don't know what fucking word to use for that. Because again, it's just stupid in my eyes. But it does make sense in the sense from their perspective.
I mean, if you can make some sense out of it, yeah, go for it. Because to turn around and be bitching about numbers and like you at first it wasn't in your hands while your numbers were low, but then you decided in your hands to make the numbers low. And
I mean, fuck, for
you're
God's
not
sake,
doing nothing.
they made their numbers low anyways. Like, their population probably would have been significantly larger if they didn't kill off their children for failing.
I mean, but they still had more people though. They still had.
Yeah, but that's just because of generations before this scourge thing happened. The thing is,
so they was fine.
They didn't change how it. Sorry, doggo. They didn't change how, like, that worked either, even after their fucking population was wiped out. So yeah, of course they're still going to do this stupid shit, because to them, it's keeping with their traditions. It's keeping with what makes them strong. Again, it's stupid. It totally is. But it does make sense.
I mean, I have no problems with that. I mean, clearly they had the number. Their fucking body count is a visible ring around the fucking planet. Clearly they were doing fine with the culture that they had at that time. It was just the scourge that fucked it up, and then going on further to weaken your numbers, and then only have them prioritize into. Well, my bad. Not only because Nolan was obviously on a mission to go find out what species
Others
were
were too.
compatible.
Nolan was just the only one who found a place that worked.
Oh, found two, but
No, he found one.
Oliver.
He found another. Oliver is a child, but he isn't considered a success. Mark is. So that's the reason why Thrag calls Oliver like he calls him an abomination or something like that. To him, Oliver isn't a Viltrumite. Mark is. Like, it wasn't just being able to breed. It was being able to breed well enough where they could create something that is almost pure Viltrumite.
I mean, I can see that. I can see that.
That's what their goal was to get as close to being pure Viltrumite as possible to continue the bloodline. So again, Nolan only found one place.
Still crazy. Like, there's still
it really is
regular ass Viltrumites. It's not like there's no females left. But
well, fuck. We solved Nolan's mother. I think their females aren't very nice.
Oh, I mean, sadly, my spoiler is finally catching up, so I'm looking very. I'm actually hopeful for the next season to see how it's going to play out.
Next season, which, by the way, we've mostly talked about. We've talked about most of episode 7, and then we talked about the end of episode 8. We haven't really talked about episode 8. So for me to go, I'm gonna go off that now.
We got plenty of time, bro.
We do. Like, I'm not trying to rush or anything, but just to kind of clarify, at the beginning, to me, while I do very much enjoy episode 7, we get some really cool fights, we get some really good moments. I think episode 8 overall is a much better episode, even if it is significantly slower. I love the PTSD moments. The very first one where it's his fucking mom, I literally was like, please don't let this fucking be real. Please don't let this be fucking real. I was pretty positive it wasn't, but like for that 1% chance, I was like, please fucking don't let it be real. And thankfully, of course, it wasn't. We get some really good moments in this episode. We, of course, get to see some changes that have happened since they were gone. We also get the amount of time they were gone.
10
finally,
months,
10 months, yeah. Which, good lord.
Yeah.
I wouldn't even. I was thinking it was going to be like 6 months or something, but it was significantly higher than I was expecting. His mom broke up with, what was his name, Paul?
Yeah,
I think something like that. Yeah. So we do get that. So with them going back up into space, I'm wondering if they're gonna do.
You already know.
Yeah, there's probably gonna be a reconciliation. Getting to see Eve again, of course. Like, she's changed a little bit.
A little bit, bro. Don't be light.
Dude, personally, like, I'm totally okay with it. Like, there's a scene where she's like walking with Mark, and you're just seeing the backside, and I was just like, damn.
I'm just like, she just completely let herself go. Like, god damn.
I'm pretty sure depression will do that to you, brother.
I mean, she just said, I ain't a freedom fighter no more. I'm a freedom biter. Where's the next burger at?
Like, dude, man. Yeah, kind of was going through some shit. Maybe give her a little bit of credit. But, and then, like, throughout the episode, and like you, when he goes to fly off, I 100% expected for whatever PTSD he was going to get in that part, for that to be the real one. But as the episode goes on and you see all these different things, the thing that I kind of liked about it is we've seen since the beginning of this season that Mark was going through shit and he wasn't handling it well. This here at the end is where finally he essentially, like, he was breaking. And I like you get to see that Mark realizes this and then understands that he needs help.
Yeah.
And so like we even get the moment where he asks somebody that honestly I was surprised that was the one he asked.
Cecil.
I was yeah, Cecil. Yeah, exactly. Like I was expecting maybe, he would talk to his mom or something
Yeah.
or something like that. But nah, it's fucking Cecil he goes to and is like,
Yeah.
I need help. So yeah, that was a good moment. And of course, without this, PTSD and all this internal torture he's bringing upon himself, most likely Mark wouldn't have answered the way he answered at the end of the episode with Thrag. Even though there was no way he could have fucking won, but if he wasn't in such a dark place and dealing with all these, horrible visions, he might have ended up making the wrong choice. Because to me, this is the only choice he fucking had. Like there was no, like you can't fight. He can't fight Thrag at all.
I mean, it's not just Thrag. Though. Like when I was thinking about it, I was like, really, man, they are completely fucked. Like they could have all. Was it? I tried to count them while I was flying. I think it's 9. I think it's 9, not including Thrag. There's 9 Viltrumites on the planet. Like all.
Well, that's all
they
show. We know there's 40 Viltrumites left.
Yeah, it's like
they say that in the episode. Yeah. I'm assuming they're all on Earth. The only ones we're shown are the ones that we know of, like the ones we know their faces because we've seen them in other episodes. So I'm assuming the rest are there. Yeah. But honestly, like, yes, if they started fighting, there will be collateral damage, of course. But he can win against the others eventually. I'm not saying he could do it all. Mark's beaten other one. Yes, he has. He's beaten others. And then if his father's there, his
Mark
father
is ass, bruh. He is not your savior, bruh. Dude. He needs teamwork. And then after that, he needs at least
and he can
he needs 2 weeks or 4 months to recover from every battle. Not bruh. He's not your savior. That's 1 out of 40.
1 out of 40.
He's gonna win 1 ticket to heaven or hell with everybody else when the planet blows up. Mark is not saving shit.
Let me finish. I'm not saying he would win, like, obviously in a realistic situation, but he could eventually beat one of them at a time. But again, even if he could do that, like in the best case scenario, and he can fight each one of them 1 at a time on his terms with the amount of time he needs in between, even if he could, he still can't beat Thrag. There's nothing he can do to Thrag. Which, like I said, which was the whole point of this, like, without the PTSD, without the internal torment, there's no guarantee that Mark would have made the correct decision in telling Thrag yes. So, like, that's why I like this episode so much, because it shows, like, the build-up, it shows what he's gone through, but also it shows, like, why he says yes. Without this, without seeing this, his yes wouldn't make sense to you as an audience member.
You think so?
In my head, yeah. Like, for his personality. If you didn't have this PTSD, Mark never says yes, in my head.
I was surprised he said no, especially because I know he was going to get his ass whooped and cause a lot more damage than his fight with fucking Nolan or any other bullshit that he's been through. Like, I didn't see him not agreeing. Like, I thought he probably would have been like, hey, let me think about it and go talk to somebody else. I thought something like that would have happened.
Yeah, I could see him trying to go talk to somebody else, but Thrag isn't going to allow that to happen because he doesn't care about anyone else's opinion. Yeah, the only reason he cares about Mark's is because Mark's a Viltrumite. That's the only reason he gives a shit. And even then, he doesn't even really give a shit if Mark says yes or no because he's just gonna do it anyways.
Yeah, that's what he said when he flew off. He was like, "I gave you options, but you really didn't have any options."
Yeah, exactly. Like, so, like, that's my point. is like obviously when you do it in a logical sense, Mark saying yes is the only outcome. But what I'm saying from Mark's character and how he's reacted every season till now without like what he's gone through, I like I said, I don't see him saying yes. I see him always saying no and always trying to fight, because to him that's the like that's what it was to be a hero. It was trying. Like even if it causes a bunch of collateral damage, you still were supposed to try. He's learned though that sometimes that doesn't matter. Like if you can't win, all you're doing is causing more pain. All you're doing is causing the situation to get worse.
You know, I'd give it to you if he said no, because like he almost has the stage set up to where I could see him saying no. His mom's not on the planet. His brother's not on the planet. And he didn't really need to care about his dad. His dad's not on the planet. Really, all that's left is Eve. If Eve wasn't there on the planet, she left with Nolan or whatever bullshit off the planet, I think he would have said yeah. He wouldn't have nothing to lose at that point. Everything would have been out somewhere else. He would have been fine. He had another way to kind of recoup and, you know, get his mental or whatever.
See, I still don't see him saying no in that situation. Because like to Mark, he's a hero. He's supposed to protect everyone. Like, don't get me wrong, he's obviously more like he cares more about protecting the people he loves. Like that's obvious. But he also, like, the reason he became a hero in the first place is he wants to do good for everyone. That's the reason, you know, what his father did, where he ended up murdering a bunch of people, like, it affects him. Because he was supposed to protect those people.
Yeah. I mean, so, and then he had the whole little moment where he kept getting manipulated and people started fucking with his family. He was like, well, fuck it. It's family first.
Yeah, yeah, exactly. Again, without what's happened... And that's what I'm saying. Like it would have been neat to see what would have happened, but I mean, not really either, because we all know what would have happened. He just would have been killed, like easily.
Very easily. I would have liked to see how Thrag would have done it.
Sure,
we know it wasn't going to be.
Sure he just would have ripped his head off.
Oh no, because even he said that for. What's the other Thaddeus? He said it for Thaddeus, like, man, I really didn't want him to die that quickly. I wanted him to go a slow way out. Like, nah, he would have took fucking Mark out nice. He just took out the fucking planet. He took out Voltron. He was going to take his time with fucking Mark.
True. That's fair. That's a fair point. But, yeah, I mean, otherwise, like I don't know. This whole episode was just a fucking... In my opinion, it's slow, yeah, but it's just so well done. I love seeing like the interactions with the various characters. I like how everybody reacts to Mark essentially having these panic episodes is also kind of intriguing, in my opinion. Like when like, you know, his friends and all that, like this is the person to them is, I mean, he's a superhero. He's, you know, nothing's supposed to bother Mark that much, and yet he's having straight up fucking panic attacks where they can't get him to react to their voice. Like that's wild. Like that's some PTS fucking D right there.
Yeah, like I was curious on how that moment was gonna go, where Eve was saying that she was pregnant, like because he had an attack right there in the middle of her saying she was pregnant, and him coming back to. You know, he just pretended like he heard what she said and, you know, kept it pushing. Like, I thought he was never going to know on that episode or this season that she was pregnant. And I sure didn't expect her to say that she wouldn't have an abortion. I didn't see that one coming. But
For me, with the changes she had and the way she phrased everything, it sounded like somebody in a depressive episode to me. So I was assuming that she had either had an abortion, or I was assuming she had a miscarriage. Those were my two thoughts. Obviously, of course, we get the abortion, and then I like the scene. Honestly, like it's heartbreaking, obviously. Yeah. But you get it's a very deep moment. Like you have Mark, who of course like. You see that he has the pain of finding out, oh, he could have had a child, that's there. He starts to cry, but then like you even see like the realization come to him that, oh, this pain I'm feeling, Eve had to feel this by her fucking self. Like she wasn't there.
Yeah, you think that they'll quit?
Like yes. And I was like, okay, that's one. Like that is just like that was like this animation part was so well done. Like this could have been so bad. Like if they had done it in a certain you change a few of the like camera angles or whatever, like his realization would have came across a much different way. With the way that they show it, it's you realize, oh, you know, he's understanding like how hard this is, not just for him, like because of course that's there too, but for her as well. And it's a good growing moment for both of them. And it's just a, you know, showing something that real in a fucking cartoon is, you know, something we don't really see a lot. So I very much enjoyed it for that as well.
Yeah, that's definitely fact. I was already kind of skeptical that something was going south because in the bedroom scene, if you will, I was like, bro, there's no way that you don't see no fucking baby lump. Like what? Like,
yeah, honestly, that was kind of my thought too. Was like there. So 10 months is crazy. Like I said, I never thought 10 months was going to be how long he was gone. So when the bedroom scene happens, I was thinking like 6 months. So obviously at 6 months, there's no way she's hiding it.
Yeah.
So when there's nothing commented about it, I was like, the fuck? Like what's going on?
Yeah.
So yeah, like I feel you there. Like that was
she said miscarriage though.
What?
No, I was thinking because she was a experimental fetus or a baby herself. I don't know why my head drifted off her. I was like, damn, I wonder if her abortion kid will end up, you know, being an experiment too, because somebody was tracking her. And I was like, oh no, we ain't about to let this opportunity go past. Like this can be version 2.0 of Eve that we got going on right here. I mean, honestly, it sounds devastating too, because it would be human vulture might and whatever shit she got. Like,
yeah. But yeah.
I was about to say, yeah, because I didn't think he was going to take it that way. Honestly, I was thinking since his head was already in that bubble, because in my head I was like, man, I'd actually be pretty upset that she decided to take a life, and I don't, you know, get a say and so. And how it's gonna go down, like
yeah. Honestly, I'm kind of with you on that one too. Was I wasn't sure how Mark would handle it, like because like obviously Mark is young, and you know he going by your emotions is just, you know, a fucking trait of the young. So I was kind of expecting, you know, him to go, how could you, you know, kill our baby, or, you know, something of that sort. But then like again, like you see that honestly that thought like if we could have heard his thoughts, I bet that thought would have been there.
Yep.
But then the realization appears, like you see it on his face. So like again, like fucking well done to the animators.
Yeah.
Because it's portrayed so fucking well.
Yeah, it is. At the same time, I feel like it is kind of like unfair to Mark, because like he is kind of blaming himself for something that is out of his control. Like it's not like he was gonna go do something that
him doing that blame. I think is more about where his head is than honestly him, you know, being to blame, which we see later on. Like Eve finally does get him to realize, like, I might, you know, I made choices, you made choices, we made, like, we're adults, like, which is good. Like that, like again, that scene there was also incredibly well done. That was something you really needed for that little part.
Yeah.
But fuck, I forgot where my brain literally just blanked. I have no idea where I was going.
trying to find some blame in what he was doing. Like both of them was having unprotected sex, so they knew what could happen. It ain't like they were taking precautions to keep it from happening. And when it came to come, it just wasn't the right time, and things were rough. So
yeah, I mean, like him, putting the blame on himself. Like I said, I think in the end, I think that's more just for where he was headspace wise. To him, like everything was his fault at that point. Like all he's thinking about, of course. I mean, don't get me wrong. Yeah, that he makes some bad choices. But he, he chooses how he chooses to react or whatever. At least at that point, is just blame myself because I'm the one who, like I'm the reason the Viltrumites are coming. I'm the reason, like, if Earth gets destroyed, it's going to be my fault. Like that's where his head was. And then suddenly, oh, I had an abortion while you were gone in space. And his first thought, is, oh, this happened because I left. Like that's, and it, yeah, like I get why he blamed himself. I'm also, again, I'm glad Eve, goes, no, like this was also my decision as well. Like that's there. And that's a very, like, of course, it's like all the blame is not on Mark.
Yeah.
Like it's on both of them for sure. But also like this is just, this is just life, unfortunately. Like again, like how real, like this very, very real moment is so well done in a fucking cartoon. Like a cartoon about fucking superheroes. Like it's what makes me love like shows like this. Like this is why, we do fucking this. Like animation, stuff like that. Like you have these moments in something that like a kid would, watch fucking Invincible, and they like all they see was superheroes fighting and all that kind of, like, I mean, it would be a little graphic for a kid, but you know what I mean. Like to them, it's just superheroes, and superheroes being superheroes. Like this is not for them. This is definitely for a person, who's significantly older, and who it gives them this very like, hey, like this happens. Like this is how these characters would react in this situation that is very, possible, very real.
Yeah.
So,
the one thing I like about Invincible is it's not the action, it's the drama, man. Like I honestly treat it like a soap opera. Like this all it really is to me. I'm not watching it for the action. Like it's just all about the drama and how the characters deal with shit. Really and truly. I'm not even gonna lie.
I mean, that is definitely my favorite part. Like I'm not gonna lie on that. So, and it's been like that since episode 1. Like you see all like the gore and stuff like that is there for shock value. Of course, we've talked about that before, but it's like that shock value is more there to lead to the situation for like, oh, how does a person deal with this?
Yeah.
And so that's the, to me at least, the driving force of Invincible. Like what makes me go, oh, okay, what are you gonna do now? Like, yeah, don't get me wrong, the fight scenes are cool. Some of the people's abilities and stuff like that are neat and very fun. We've had some really fun and funny characters, but at the end of the day, I just want to know, like, oh shit, like what is somebody who's like, this powerful, like how do they deal with this situation? So
yeah. Man, I mean, just saying that alone, man, like we didn't bring that part. Like, I want to see how.
So you're kind of coming in and out, man.
Yeah, I caught that. I had to pause myself. We was talking about all this trauma and stuff, but we didn't bring up how Oliver is going to come out of all of this. I want to see what his thought process is and how he's going to be moving once he gets out of his little rehabilitation tube. And he learns about what happened and learns that the fight's not over. The same
We'll find
person that
out.
put you in this
Yeah.
coma and made you bionic arm he's still out there,
Yeah.
ready to do it again. Like, I want to because Oliver's got like some good character development, but like
I mean, the thing
it
is
kind of feels
Oliver's
like he
just a
doesn't
kid.
too.
Well, he's just a kid.
He is, and I think that's like the part that I kind of got to grasp is that he just grows up faster, but that doesn't mean that he's
Yeah, just because he's
grown.
he's starting to look like a teenager doesn't make him a teenager. Like he's what, like 4 or 5 technically.
Something like that. Species, the species.
Yeah, like he is not very old.
Yeah,
like he is just a kid in a teenager body, and like soon he's gonna be like a full-grown looking adult with a kid in a full-grown looking adult body.
Oh, like, I'm 14. Full fucking beard.
Yeah. No. He's an ultramite, full fucking mustache.
Damn, that is crazy. No. I thought Conquest doesn't even have.
No, they can all grow beards, but something about their like society or whatever is they all do mustaches.
It's militant. Well, actually, I mean, you know why. I mean, if they're gonna
gonna look like Nazis, they're gonna keep looking like Nazis.
Yes, that's right. Just about us get to you. Yep. It's just a lot thicker, so you can't get the full resemblance in the source material idea for. But I definitely want to see how that's gonna go down once Debbie, Nolan get back to the coalition to see see Oliver, see what they're gonna do up there. Cause man, he's got to be going through the trauma too. Like just like how Mark almost died fighting.
I don't know. Like again, him being a kid, kids come back from trauma pretty quickly. So like I wouldn't be like, don't get me wrong, like obviously he's going to have like something, like there's going to be like the dude got well they talk about how kids deal with stuff a lot faster. I'm not going to say he's going to come like unscathed, but
bionic arm too late for that.
Like I'm just saying, like I wouldn't be surprised if for him it seems a lot like quicker or even easier is how they betray it. I wouldn't be surprised if that's how they kind of betray it. Because to him, maybe like he ends up, it kind of gets wrapped up with him basically just going, I'll get him next time or something like that. Which definitely is something Oliver would fucking say because he's an idiot and did the one thing he was told not to fucking do.
Yeah, that did piss me off because I was hyped for it at first. I was liking seeing Mark and Oliver tag team the Vulturemites together. I was like, this is a dope combo. This is all they need to do. And then once they got shaken up and thrown off just a little bit for whatever reason, Oliver left the one Vulturemite he had to fight off on his own. Be like, oh, this is my chance to take out the big guy. Like, man,
like, well, you are an idiot.
Come on, man. Like, especially when you just saw how your brother should not be here fighting Conquest, who is not the fucking leader of Vulturemite. It's like, man, like it really doesn't even make any sense because you've shown that you take caution fighting something fucking strong. Because when he went to go do that one job to fight the dragon dude, even he was like, yo, Mark, this is the dragon dude that you had a hard time fighting. Like, he almost got you. Like, I need help. Come help me. Somebody. Like, you had the smarts to do that for the fucking dragon dude, but the head of the Vulturemites, you know, the ones that can take out a whole fucking planet. Nah, I got this one. Like, what the fuck are we doing, man? It's so weird, man. It's so weird.
I mean, I have nothing. Like, I can't defend it. Like, he's an idiot.
It is, but it's just weird inconsistency, man. Like,
I think it's more just it's just a kid being a kid. Like, again, he's just being stupid. Like, he probably got the easiest way to explain it is he most likely got caught up in the fucking moment, saw his chance, and was like, "Oh, I can do it." rushed, and then immediately gets proven, nah, bitch, you can't do it.
Which I like. I hope they explain that too, because I'm pretty sure we've seen both. No, not even both. I just use fucking Mark as an example. I'm pretty sure we've seen Mark lose his fucking limbs, but he hasn't had to turn around and get fucking bionic limbs. So why is it so different for all of us?
Mark hasn't got his limbs lost. He's gotten them like broken down to the point where it was just like bone left. That happens in the Conquest fight from last season.
Yeah, because he ended up stabbing him and shit. Yeah, but yeah, the motherfucker was gone, so he could have bionic hands, but they managed to get his hands.
They weren't gone again. Like they were like mushed, and then he started attacking with like what would have been the bone, like right here. Again, it wasn't gone. They were still like there, but they were basically just mush. But we've been shown that Viltrumites can heal from fucking anything, as long as they're not dead.
Stupid fought on. That's just for Mark. That was literally
That's
made
not just for fucking
Mark.
It happened to fucking Conquest too.
No, I'm just saying specifically that was definitely made for Mark, and it trickled down to other fucking Viltrumites or any. Actually, that's for any and every fucking character. Because even the fucking brain dude should have been fucking dead, but somehow he's still kicking. But I digress.
I mean, dude, when you've got like literal fucking superpowers and magic beans and all this other shit, maybe their healing stuff is just significantly better than ours.
I mean, clearly.
But you can't regrow limbs. Not allowed to do that.
Intestinal organs ripped out. Just patch it up with a little bit of my shirt ripped up and wrapped around me. I'll be back up in no time.
While drinking weird egg juice.
Bug fucking niffling. Whatever. Yeah.
All right. Would you want to rate these two? And then of course, overall, what do you want to rate season 4?
Episode 7. Yeah, there's so many consistencies, bro. I'll do like 7.3 for 7, and then
you're low for me on me.
You're
not gonna like mine.
I mean, it's yours, man. Like I like the inconsistencies for me, man, and some points on how the story goes. Like it's just in a way for something that's an hour long, a good bit of there are some points in there where they were rushed. Weirdly enough, but
I don't think so. But hey, that's your feel. So,
episode 8. I'd say 7. So yeah.
For me, episode 7 is probably a 9. Yeah, I very much enjoyed it. And episode 8 to 10. I fucking loved episode 8. Like set up for it, everything that happened in it. Like I'm ready for season 5. I fucking want season 5 right fucking now. Why do we have to wait? Why is this not already fucking done? Let me fucking binge, for God's sake.
What was the wait time? Like it wasn't. This just like a couple months, right? For this was it a year.
From season 3 to season 4, I would say it was like a year. The big wait Invincible had was between, I think, season 2 and season 3. Because I think that one was like 2 or 3 years. It was a big wait.
Yeah.
I will also say, there was I want to say it was an article I read. The creator of the TV show, not the series himself, he believes that Invincible will last... he wants it to last between he'll probably end it between season 7 and season 8. So we've got at most 3 more, or sorry, at least 3 more seasons or 4 more seasons, or at most 4 more seasons.
I mean that's not bad because every episode is basically 2, so
yeah,
that's fine.
I mean that's I kind of like having somebody where they have a plan to end it. Like, obviously, this is a comic.
True.
We all know that. So like there is an ending to this story. So knowing that the creator who's doing it has a plan, has had the forethought to go, okay, this is how I want to do this. That just shows to me like most likely we're going to keep the same quality that we've seen from all the other seasons and this season on. Like that's another like good indicator. It's another good green flag for we'll keep having good seasons. That's not a guarantee. We all know that, but it's definitely, in my opinion, a good indicator that hopefully we will keep getting good ones.
Yeah, I mean, I think there's still like some good ways ahead on the comics. I know the part that I'm looking forward to seeing how it turns out. Like we're just getting into that. We'll be seeing that in the next season. So the comics are already a good ways ahead, at least from I think where we're at.
Yeah, fair.
So,
what do you want to? You didn't rate the season though.
Oh, was your 10 like for the whole season?
My 10 was for episode
That's
8.
just 8, right? Okay.
I do give 10 for the whole season. I loved this whole season.
God,
I thought it was great.
I mean, I will say, man, like I'm not the biggest Invincible fan, but there's definitely lots of aspects I like out of Invincible. I like seeing the reoccurring characters, like damn, his name's not Dark. What's the devil's name or the demon's name? The investigator.
Fuck if I remember.
Damn,
he's so minor.
Dark
like,
Blood. Dark
sure.
Blood. I believe that's what it was. Like, it was nice seeing him and his little backstory. Good to see him back in the fray. Weirdly enough, in a way, it's kind of comical, but I did like seeing those aliens that keep coming back and like they can't withstand the Earth's like time, space, or whatever.
Oh,
so their age. Like, this is like our 4th time seeing them. Like, but they came back hard this episode, and like I like seeing them again, and especially with the whole Rex and I forgot what Monster Girl. Yeah, seeing them get trapped in their world, what is going to happen to them? Like that's going to be dope. So there's definitely lots of aspects. I definitely like as much as I would like to see it in some other shows. Like I'm just glad I got introduced to it from Invincible. I love the little title transitions that they do for these episodes. I'll never get old. I'll never get tired of that. It's so fucking creative.
I do love the like and then the title. Yeah, I do like that.
Yeah.
It's well done pretty much every time. And I like that it's not always like I'm invincible or whatever. It's like there's been times where it's just somebody go, it's, and then Invincible pops up or whatever. Like, and it's not even talking about him every time. Like, there's been a few times it's not talking about him at all.
Yep. I wish I could remember what that one episode was where they did it twice.
Yeah.
I was like, man, I fucking love this shit, man.
I
wish they just do it like every 5 minutes. I'll be all right. I'll be okay with that. One episode, just do it every 5 minutes. But outside of the stuff like that, man, the only reason why I rate it like this, like I said, man, like the action's a big part of it, but the action is so fucking inconsistent, and it's more for the wow factor than it is for like, you know, I wouldn't say not for its intended purpose. Obviously, the fight's for the fight and the war's for the war, but it just lacks for me, man. Yeah, I feel like it hurts. I'm just here for the drama. I give the whole season itself, I give it a 7.5. Sorry.
I was say 5.5. What the fuck? Well, I just want to say you're in the minority.
That's okay. That's okay. Like, I'm gonna still watch season 5, but like I said, like I don't know, man. Like
I'm pretty sure on Rotten Tomatoes, besides the first season, every season has gotten 100%.
I mean, that's okay. That's okay.
Yeah.
Like it's
and that's not me trying to like, hey, your reading's trash or whatever. Everybody has their opinions. Like obviously some people will be like, oh, I don't like this, and everybody else will be like, this is fucking amazing. That's totally fine. Everybody likes what they like, but you are wrong.
That's the only reason why you brought that up. But yep, that's where I'm at, man. 10 is pretty wild, especially just going off of. I'm not going to give out tens like candy. Like they gotta earn the 10.
They earned it to me. And again, let's go with how many episodes we've had and how many tens I've given. It's definitely not been that many.
I mean, it's at least 4 or 5. At least.
That's fine.
At least. I don't even think I gave out that many, and I've been doing this long.
Ah. When
it's on wax. Maybe I'm wrong.
This season has been great, but
it is.
When something keeps, for me, when you basically, like, when I completely zone into a show, like, that tells me you're doing something right. Like, are there things that I can knock on Invincible? Of course there is, but to me, they're nitpicky. They're there just to be able to go, okay, this could have been done better. But honestly, like, even if you did those things like a little bit better, I don't even know if that would have been like, how to phrase this? Like, I like the way, like, some of these things have been done, because it feels like right for this universe, for this world, for this, story. Like, like, even when there's things that I nitpick on, like, it could be like, I understand while I'm watching it and while these things are saying, maybe this just hasn't been explained well to me yet. Like, it could be something we learn later on. We're giving these pieces of information that we then don't get the full context of for like a season or two later. Like, and like, again, we were told, like with Thrag, just because to me right now he is the most bullshit character. Like the way this is explained off, the way is what we're told is he just had special training. And yeah, that to me right now, that's bullshit. Like, that just does not make any sense for what we've seen. But that does not mean later on it won't be. Like, again, if these things get explained badly, my whole opinion could change. This is what I'm feeling right now. Like, the way you finish, the way you plant the landing or whatever, that matters. Like, that can make everything else we've been shown me just go, oh, okay, that's just stupid. And then literally all these ratings could drop like 2-3 points.
Fire Force.
Exactly. That is a good fucking point. So yeah, like, that to me, like, right now, super well done. But if these things don't get explained, because they're explained well enough for me to deal with it, I guess is what I'm trying to kind of phrase it. They're tolerated, dealt with, whatever. I can accept them and move on and be like, okay, well, you have until the series ends to finalize that. Now, again, if it doesn't get finalized, if they never truly expand on it, and then suddenly Mark's able to throw down with Thrag, yeah, I will, like, I'll probably be on here going, this is bullshit, I fucking hate this, trash.
I mean, but you could kind of already say that from the jump, because I will say that I'm gonna say better. I better see some kind of training montage, because like Mark has no fucking training. He just has, I don't even know if you really say battle. Like, I mean, obviously he has battle experience, but like, it's he gets his ass beat so fucking much in so many different situations. Like, it's not like I've seen him do one thing in one fight and then I've seen him do it in another fight. Like, oh yeah, he learned that from like the past fight type shit. Like no.
I mean,
goes
his
out
battle
there
style
and
is
just
literally
punch.
He just goes and throws. He just throws down.
Because
he doesn't really have a battle style.
Yeah, he
doesn't
have a technique.
Yeah,
he doesn't have any training. It's just shit.
Like, and the thing is it's worked for him. Like, hopefully, you're right, and we'll see him maybe eventually be like, okay, I need to get better. But even then, like, as of right now, I don't know how they beat Thrak. Like,
it's got to be a train, bro. There's got to be a hyperbolic time chamber somewhere. They're gonna go there for another 10 months, train up. That's only going to be like 10 hours in Earth days. Then they come back, super swollen shit. Arms is about as big as Conquest, each arm. Where you at, Thrag? This beating is for you. And then he comes flying out. He's like, oh shit, I'm so sorry. King of Ultramites. And then it just ends right there.
That's fucking terrible. But nah, whatever. We'll see. Hopefully, like again, like right now, like, and I'm like knowing that we've got potentially 3 more seasons or even 4 more seasons. Like again, that just makes me go, okay, well, hopefully this will be answered. As of right now, I can accept it and I can move on. But I mean, you're not wrong in the sense that like the power scaling is fucking weird. Like I've agreed on that. I accept that. Like some of the characters don't make sense. But well, I guess we can hopefully get a little bit of a better explanation. At least to me, right now, Thrag has to be explained. Like that's the main one. Like I can, like the other ones aren't that big of an issue for me. Thrag is. Like that, he doesn't make any sense.
Then he doesn't. But since it came to mind, though, I will ask, since we got a little bit of time left, what are you expecting to see or want to see out of season 5?
I have absolutely no idea. I'm assuming most likely we'll have a little bit of a storyline that deals probably with Oliver, Nolan, and the mom.
Mm-hmm.
I can't think of her name.
Debbie.
Debbie, thank you. Most likely we'll have something dealing with them. They'll either be gone for most of the season and we'll just have side stories of them, or they'll be gone for like probably the first half and then they'll come back. I could see it being one of those 2 ways. For Mark himself, I'm betting that probably the first, maybe even the first 2 episodes will be dealing with him going, should I fucking tell anyone?
Tell anyone what?
About Thrag and the other Viltrumites.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Yeah. So I'm betting the first couple episodes will probably be him just going, should I fucking tell anybody? But eventually I think he will. And then once that happens, honestly, I'm betting pretty much whoever he ends up telling, which will probably be Cecil in my head, they'll basically tell him, okay, leave them the fuck alone. We'll try to think of something. And then I'm betting we'll probably be dealing significantly with what's going on with Rex and Monster Girl for the first half of next season. Will most likely be the focal point of Mark's story. We'll be dealing with them, if not just having some side information about Mark, and the focal point be about Monster Girl and Rex. It could be that as well.
I mean, I didn't even think about it like that. That could be a pivotal moment for that season, at least for a couple of the Viltrumites. Like, what if they set it up like they know when the next portal is going to open, or they know they get in contact with Rex and Monster Girl, and they schedule on when the next portal is going to be open, and they know about the Viltrumites, and they plan to throw the Viltrumites into their world because they don't even have any other way to get to it other than making a portal. So that knocks out some of the Viltrumite threat.
It doesn't knock out any of the Viltrumite threat. All the Viltrumites are going to do is force the aliens on the other side to open a portal.
Not if they destroy it. Because remember, that was their plan at first, was to go over there to destroy the portal so they couldn't come back.
Yeah, I mean, going to have them make it again. Like, the Viltrumites' whole thing is conquering aliens and making them do what they want.
But what if they have something, because they're not of this world and they seem to be such of a different caliber than other creatures that we've seen in the series? What if they have something that could withstand or outdo a Viltrumite?
Wiped out their whole fucking planet. Like, that's the reason they keep showing up, is to get revenge because of what Nolan did.
Well, I mean, but at the same time, we've seen them.
That was season 1.
But we've seen them progress ever since, though. They have a whole bunch of shit. Every time they come back, they
Yeah,
have
and
some
every time they come back, it doesn't work against Mark.
Nah,
The
that's
weak
teamwork,
one.
bro. That's teamwork, though. That's
It's-
teamwork.
He still wins. Like even when they were in the fucking like suits, if you give him enough time, he would have won.
Not by himself, because it
Yes,
didn't have
by
like some
himself.
sound shit. They had some sound shit that had him fucking incapacitated on the ground.
He wasn't incapacitated at all.
They had something that
was
had him
it
incapacitated,
working?
and
Yes,
they had to.
but he
Yeah,
was still fighting. That's what I'm saying.
they would
He
have
would have
overwhelmed
won
him, dude. Mark,
eventually.
y'all give Mark way too much credit,
And you
bro.
give him too many negatives. He
'Cause
was
they're
still
facts.
fighting. No, they're not.
Yes,
He
they
was-
are. It's on
No, they're
wax, bro.
not.
You could go watch it. I'm not making
Yes.
shit up.
I'm not saying you are, but you're just like, oh,
You
he's losing in this part, so that means he loses. No, he would have won. Would it have taken longer? Yes, but he would have won.
Definitely wouldn't have won, man. He doesn't have that kind of battle smarts like that.
Dude, he literally was fighting them while he was incapacitated, as you said. He wasn't incapacitated. He was fighting back.
Nah,
Because again,
he
they
was.
couldn't take him out. Like, he wasn't like, oh, I can't move, I can't do anything. He was still fighting back.
Nah, especially with the second one, because wasn't Nolan fighting in the? I mean, my bad, not the second one. Whatever one went down in this season, wasn't Nolan fighting in that one too?
No, Nolan wasn't even there yet.
Who was fucking? So that was Mark fighting the flying robots,
he was
right?
fighting both of them.
And getting his ass whooped.
Again, yes, he is getting his ass whooped. He's getting beat down, but it's not like he's going to lose.
If it was just him, there would be no Mark.
No, there would be a Mark. Yes, there would. Like, dude, if I showed you the first half of Omni-Man's fight with the fucking Avenger knockoffs, you would be like, Nolan's going to lose because he was getting beat. And yet Nolan still wins because eventually he overcomes it. That's what I'm saying would have happened with Mark because of what his team did. And of course, it made it where the time bullshit thing happened. It ended the battle immediately, and Mark did his job where he's keeping the big fucking mech suits off of everybody else, because those things were built to fight Mark, to fight Viltrumites.
Yeah.
So anybody else would have been fucking bitch slapped into oblivion.
Theoretically. But that proves. But that well, does it prove my point?
No,
actually,
wrong.
no. Check this out. So, what's so different about those two is they never know what those aliens are gonna come up with and what they're gonna bring when they come across that portal. They just know their weakness, and they know what they need to do to stop that.
Mark
they know what they need to do to stop it.
It's Mark who is the one who keeps being the thing they fight against. The only full-blooded Viltrumite they've gone up against was Nolan. Nolan wiped out their fucking civilization, essentially. Not obviously, because of course they came back, but he basically wiped out almost all of them, thinking that was enough, and then he left. He just fucked off. They, of course, came back for revenge, and ever since then have only dealt with Mark. That's it.
Okay, so again, they don't know what they're going to come with out that portal. Every time they come back, they have advanced significantly since the last time they came back to the planet. They know their weaknesses, but they don't know what they're coming out there with. So they're basically fighting blind. Nolan knew what the alliance of knockoff heroes, he knew what their capabilities were. He knew them as people. He wasn't fighting blindly. That's different. He actually knows how to fight and what to do to whatever person he was fighting to overcome them. Mark doesn't have that luxury.
And
so yes, Nolan would do fine fighting the heroes of allegiance
Yes,
or
and
whatever.
by the way, the whole argument started with you saying something they'll bring back will be able to deal with the Viltrumites.
Yeah, I still think that.
Nothing they bring back is going to deal with the Viltrumites.
I still think that they already got close again. The little mech robot
no, they didn't.
shits.
They only got close to Mark.
He's a Viltrumite.
No, he's not. He's a half-blood.
Well, excuse the hell out of
and
me.
Has shown time and time again how much weaker he is to the actual Viltrumites.
Fuck does that mean? What does that mean? Just because it's half blood, it doesn't exist?
What? Oh my god, dude!
He's still a Viltrumite. He's two. He's two parts. He's a Viltrumite and he's a human.
What I'm saying is anything that they build, they're building in the eyes of Mark can go to this level. Where every other fucking Viltrumite we've seen can go beyond him.
Everyone?
Like, even the ones he's beaten, half the time the reason he's beaten them, besides Conquest, was the only reason he beat Conquest is because he was fucking insane and choked the fucker out. Is been just, he got lucky. Or, as you said, teamwork.
I mean, for Conquest?
Well, with Conquest, that's the reason he won.
That's just plot armor.
First time.
I want no teamwork on that. Oh, the second time? I mean, the first time, my bad. The first time, yeah, it's teamwork.
The second time, again, is just because he went insane, and yeah, you can say plot armor or whatever. It's just,
for sure.
Again, it's whatever. But every other one he's fought up against, like, he beat, like, a few of them, but usually...
No, he didn't.
Yes,
when he went there with his dad, he literally said, "Dad, help!" as he got fucking stomped out by two.
One before Conquest.
One before Conquest.
Because they sent a female first.
Was it a? I mean, you talking about the chick with the hair, right?
Yeah.
Like she was part of the last. She was part of the final fight too.
No, I'm not talking about the one that has the dagger on the end of her hair, which I still think is a stupid fucking concept. But there was one before Conquest who was supposed to prove that Mark was
got you. How does she
Viltrumite potential? She doesn't really lose the fight because Mark just basically proves himself to her, and then she fucks off.
Yeah, she was testing him.
Yeah. But he does beat her in the sense that he fucking survives, I guess.
What happened to her?
She just left. Yeah, that's the whole reason they know about Earth was because of her coming and confirming everything.
She had brown hair, right? Not white.
I don't fucking remember. I think so. I do believe it was brown hair. In fact, I think wasn't she like one of the people you see in the at the end of episode 8?
There's a chick with white hair too. That's why I feel like they look.
Well, I'm talking about I'm talking about the one that had brown hair who gets like catcalled, and she just kind of like looks at him and then walks away.
Shit. Is that her?
I think so. Her. But I might be wrong too. I don't remember. But the point is, maybe at the end, like you keep saying that they are going to be able to create something for Viltrumites when they're going up against the guy. You know what I meant. Who the guy that they're going up against? You say hasn't beaten any of the fucking Viltrumites.
I mean, that doesn't mean they can't all of a sudden stumble on something like, yo, this is like kryptonite, the Viltrumites, and then start using the shit.
Yeah, of course, that is possible. But then
that's what I'm saying.
That's just you found kryptonite. That's not them coming up with something. That's just, they found kryptonite.
No, I'm saying they come up with something that's like it. I'm not saying they literally found a stone that's... I'm not saying the literal concept.
You know what I mean, but what I'm saying is, like, right now, we're going to have to end this here. I will talk to you after this.
What, am I grounded?
Yes. But no, like, my point is so, like, when you're just doing build-up, like, again, they're not going to just come up with this is the immediate victory. Again, when all they have data point wise is Mark.
And Nolan.
No, they don't even have Nolan.
He went there. You already said that.
He did go there, but
so
then
seen him.
Oh my god. They saw a piece, were wiped out, never saw his limits, never saw him struggle, and left. Again, that's not a data point. That's just there's a meteor coming. That's all he is to them. You don't... It doesn't work that way when they're trying to show them as a scientific civilization that is building up to it. They're coming to understand. They go, okay, we push to this point. This doesn't work. We then work with this. This doesn't work. Then we work with this. Like, that's what they're showing. And again, when all your data points is from one set, the other ones aren't going to fucking win. They're not going to immediately lose to it.
I hear what you're saying, but to me that doesn't make, like, I feel like when you say it, you're saying like they're only making something to reach this exact level of what they're trying to overcome. Like, that's what it sounds like.
Yes,
what
all they're trying to do is reach the level where they beat Mark, because that's the only data points they have. So when if you have it with like a scale, if we have it where, all the data points go to 50, they try to make something that goes above 50. Well, if you make something that goes to 55, and let's say it does beat Mark, well, then there's all these Viltrumites that go to 100. You lose still.
That's for the plot writing to solve out. We already know it's a little bit of inconsistency when it comes down to fucking vulnerabilities and fighting. So let that come down. I'm just saying,
like, I don't like your big thing was just like, they can just like throw them in, or like they will have something. I don't think those guys will be the thing that ends up beating them. Now, Rex and Monster World inside that world will probably be something that ends up beating the Viltrumites. And I would bet it comes from them understanding and learning some of the technology.
Oh yeah, Rex is there. Like, that's that's gonna happen for sure.
But we'll see. But I mean, we are at our 2-hour mark, so.
Oh, that's not really much of a thing. But yeah, we still wrap it up. I'm gonna just say, like, damn, before I forget, I wasn't saying get rid of all the Viltrumites. I'm just saying they will use that as an opportunity to get rid of some of the Viltrumites, not all of them.
Well, no, like, again, like, I got your one point where they were like, you throw a couple in, but again, they'll just take over and have it where they just make the portal again. Yeah. So they would be gone in Mark's time period for maybe a month or a week, if that.
Ooh.
Because again, the time difference is so significant. Like,
hold on, but that is something you didn't take consideration. I think it's a good closer. Rex and Monster Girl there. They know what a Viltrumite can do. So they can have that input of that on there. So
we don't know how they are interacting with them. That is a good point. That one is a fair point. I don't have an argument for that.
I know, that's why I made it the closer. But, thanks everybody that been watching today's episode, man. You got anything you want to say before we close it out, Fry?
Nah, peace out, everybody. See y'all next week for our Shoot the Shit episode. Or if you prefer 2 weeks, and you'll have our next just regular Where's My Anime episode. So,
and my bad, man. I forgot to Jason, man. My bad. I didn't mean to leave you out. What do you want to rate? Shout out to Dave.
Oh yeah, he's not fucking here.
Well, damn. Man, tell us next Friday what you think, man. But we'll catch y'all later. Y'all have a good night.
Peace out, y'all.
This has been another great episode of Where's My Anime. We are on Facebook, YouTube, X, and TikTok.
Thank y'all for watching and interacting with today's video. Make sure y'all go subscribe, like, and comment.
See y'all next time on the next season, next episode of Where's My Anime. Peace out.